Hello there and welcome to this week's Owl Diary. Welcome back to the channel. My name's Ryan, the head falconer at Owl Adventures. This is Henrietta. She's our 19-year-old European eagle owl. And Eva, the Canadian great horned, is over there. They're in the same aviary. They get on very well together. Bit of an unusual mix, but they do seem to enjoy each other's company and have done for quite some time now. Now, I am going to be doing some videos later on this year and the next year on how to keep owls, and part of that I'll discuss how you house owls and which owls you can put together. Usually they're very much solitary in captive care, but it can vary, and these two really do enjoy being together. Now, the reason they're making some noise right now is because they want more food. I have already fed them some delicious rat this morning. Well, they think it's delicious, I think it smells horrible, but there you go. And they've had a nice feed, but they are at flying weight, which means we're not overfeeding them because we're going to be flying them free most days at the minute, and therefore we can't overdo it. But they don't really understand that too much. As I come in here to film this, they're kind of saying, what are you doing? Have we got something to eat? What we're going to fly? What's going on? And that's it. They're just chatting away to me. So you'll hear them making noises, and you can possibly even hear the barn owl screeching in the background. Again, it can hear my voice, so why not talk back? You might also notice that it's quite windy as well, and we're a little bit protected from the wind in here, but it is quite a windy day, and it means the leaves are really falling down in the woods here. And that's what I would like to just quickly mention. Leaves. When it comes to leaves, they aren't really a major problem until they gather, and then they can start to decay, and that can cause bacterial problems and can cause various illnesses with the birds. So we've actually got to keep the area very clear of leaves, and autumn, it's a tricky time. Lots of sweeping up to do, blowing the leaves off the top and getting rid of it all. But little bit of news for you. We have only got really another 6 to 8 weeks left at this venue. Yes, newsflash, the birds are going to be moving headquarters. Now, doesn't mean a great deal to you because really they are kept in a private area for security more than anything else. We don't have a zoo license. We just go out and do lots of outdoor displays and school visits and things like that. However, we've been at this site now for almost 5 years, and pretty much on that anniversary, we'll be then moving them to a new location, and I'll be very excited to bring you much more detailed information about that and how it's going in Owl Diaries later on this year. Right then, I hope you enjoy the rest of this week's Owl Diary. We've got a few bits and pieces for you, including a recent wedding that we attended, and next you'll see a little trip I went on to Tropical World in Leeds. Well, it's another day and, or not another event. No, I've got a day off for once, and here I am in Tropical World near Leeds, and it's a wonderful little place. I'm here inside the dome. It's rather humid and it's lovely. Lots of animals to see, so enjoy this little segment. I'll showcase a few of them for you. So yeah, fantastic place to visit. Check it out, near Roundhay Park in Leeds. And these places are wonderful for educating young and old people and everyone in between all about wildlife, especially things like to do with the Amazon rainforest and how that is reduced in number and how important it is we protect our planet. This is a little example of what a tropical rainforest is like. So really enjoy the day. I'd certainly recommend it. I'll put some details below here of where you can actually get information on visiting yourself. It's another day and another event, and I'm here at Danby Castle in North Yorkshire, not too far from Whitby, inland though, and look at the view behind me, absolutely stunning. I'm here for a wedding. We've just done another ring bearer with Bailey, of course, the barn owl, and when I got to the venue I thought, what a wonderful place, beautiful setting, lovely views all around, and you've got this little narrow stairway into the building there. I then opened the box and I noticed that Bailey here started molting. That box was pretty much empty when I put him in this morning, and now it looks like there's enough feathers there to make a pillow. But either way, it's a slightly random thing this time of year, but it's not a problem. It's all the down that comes off down here. So yeah, a bit of a late summer thing. Not an issue. He's just molting away there, and the aviary's looking quite white as well. It's going to take me a while to clean that out. Anyway, the wedding was fantastic, and not only did he do another fantastic ring delivery, but we also did a little flying display with Henrietta, the eagle owl, and Roland the Harris hawk, and Bailey as well, for them all to enjoy with that fantastic scenery behind. Did some of the fly-throughs with the hawk, as you can see here, which was great fun with the bridesmaids and the bride and groom and some other guests as well. And even Henrietta flew about really nicely, as of course did Bailey here, so it's been wonderful. And I think that brings me on nicely to this week's falconry term of the week.
The falconry term of the week.
So this week I'm going to do 3 words that are all linked together as the falconry term. We have the word nocturnal, we have the word diurnal, and we have the word crepuscular. Now these 3 words all relate to when an animal, not just a bird of prey or an owl, is going to be active in hunting. So the barn owl here is technically nocturnal, but they do sometimes fly during the day. They're not that strictly nocturnal. Something like a snowy owl, for example, would be a diurnal species of owl, which is actually a daytime owl. And then something like an eagle owl would be more of a crepuscular species, which is something that hunts at dusk and dawn. Now these rules, if you like, are very vague and they don't always correspond very directly to any species. Barn owls sometimes hunt during the day, sometimes burrowing owls hunt at night, for example, but essentially they all have a classification, and there's an easy way of telling the difference which works with most species of owls. If they have very dark eyes like the barn owl here, then they are nocturnal. If their eyes are bright yellow, then they're generally a daytime owl, and if they're amber coloured, they're more likely to be crepuscular. So there you go, that's this week's falconry term of the week: nocturnal, diurnal and crepuscular. So that's a great place to end this week's Owl Diary. If you're still watching now, you must have enjoyed it, so thank you very much, and stay tuned on the channel for further videos coming up. Bye for now.